The Toronto Blue Jays are officially activating the most critical contingency plan of their 2026 season, and it starts today down in Florida. Trey Yesavage, the undisputed crown jewel of this pitching pipeline and the hero of last October, is taking the mound for the Single-A Dunedin Blue Jays this Friday afternoon. He is scheduled for a strict 3-inning rehab assignment, marking his first live game action since being shut down with a shoulder impingement this spring. In the brutal, unforgiving meat grinder that is the American League East, getting Yesavage back on the Rogers Center mound isn't just a luxury, it is an absolute necessity for survival. When you look at the current state of the starting rotation, the situation is incredibly precarious. John Schneider has a tough decision to make with the rotation on a nightly basis right now. With veteran anchors José, Berríos, and our massive offseason acquisition Shane Bieber both currently sidelined on the injured list, the starting staff is operating on fumes. We are relying heavily on Kevin Gausman to carry an unsustainable workload, and the bullpen is being taxed in high-leverage spots far too early in the season. According to Sportsnet's Ben Nicholson-Smith, Schneider expects Yesavage to beat both Berríos and Bieber back to the Major League roster. That timeline is the single most important piece of news to hit Blue Jays Nation this month. Let's deeply analyze what Trey Yesavage actually brings to this roster and why the front office is treating his right shoulder like a billion-dollar asset. We all remember the brief regular season cameo he made in 2025. Across 3 starts, he posted a highly respectable 3.21 ERA with a 16-7 strikeout-to-walk ratio. But regular season statistics do not tell the full story of Trey Yesavage. You have to look at the advanced metrics and what he did when the lights were brightest. During the 2025 postseason push, Yesavage morphed into an absolute monster. Over 6 playoff appearances, he maintained a 3.58 ERA, but the underlying peripherals were staggering. 39 strikeouts to just 11 walks. And then came Game 5 of the World Series. 7 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 3 hits, 12 strikeouts. He generated an elite whiff rate that night, utilizing a high-spin fastball that sat in the upper 90s, paired with a devastating secondary mix that completely neutralized the opposition's hard hit rate. His exit velocity against was in the bottom first percentile of the league during that start. He proved he possesses the rare, unteachable ability to elevate his game in the most high-leverage spots imaginable. But a shoulder impingement is a terrifying phrase for any pitcher, let alone a young power arm. The biomechanics of a shoulder impingement mean that the rotator cuff tendons are being pinched during the throwing motion, leading to inflammation, pain, and a drastic drop in velocity and command. This is exactly why the Blue Jays medical staff and the front office have been agonizingly patient. You cannot rush the rehab of a franchise cornerstone. Today's 3-inning stint in Dunedin is phase 1 of a meticulously crafted ramp-up protocol. If Yesavage comes out of this Single-A, start with clean mechanics, no lingering soreness, and his baseline velocity intact, the next step is the crucial transition to the upper minors. We will undoubtedly see him transferred to the AAA Buffalo Bisons at Solon Field. The Buffalo Bisons serve as the ultimate proving ground for this organization. Down in Buffalo, the pitching lab will monitor his spin rates, his release point consistency, and his recovery times. They will stretch him out from 3 innings to 5 innings, pushing his pitch count from the 45-pitch mark up to the 75 to 85-pitch threshold required for a major league starter. If you're looking at the roster construction, Ross Atkins is making a clear statement here. The internal development pipeline must support the major league club to maintain financial flexibility. This brings us to the critical, often overlooked aspect of Trey Yesavage's return, the luxury tax implications. The Toronto Blue Jays are operating with a massive payroll. When you have the contracts of Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Bo Bichette, Kevin Gausman, José Berríos, and Shane Bieber on the books, you are constantly dancing on the razor's edge of the competitive balance tax thresholds. Every dollar matters. When a team suffers multiple injuries to its starting rotation, The standard panic move is to hit the external trade market or scour the waiver wire for veteran innings eaters. But acquiring a veteran starter via trade not only costs prospect capital, but it also adds prorated salary to the books, pushing the team closer to severe luxury tax penalties. Trey Yesavage is on a pre-arbitration, league minimum contract. He provides elite, top-of-the-rotation production for a fraction of the cost of a free agent equivalent. By successfully rehabilitating Yesavage and inserting him back into the major league rotation, Ross Atkins essentially acquires a frontline starter without adding a single cent to the luxury tax payroll. This financial maneuver is massive. It preserves the Blue Jays' financial flexibility, allowing the front office to keep their powder dry for the July trade deadline. If they need to acquire a rental bat or a high-leverage bullpen arm later in the summer, they will have the financial breathing room to do so, because Yesavage is stabilizing the rotation on a rookie deal. Furthermore, we have to look at how Yesavage's return alters the dynamic of the AL East battle. The New York Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles have built lineups designed to punish mistakes. They feast on middle-of-the-rotation arms who lack swing and miss stuff. You cannot navigate the AL East with pitch-to-contact guys. You need strikeout artists who can strand runners on base. Yesavage's elite strikeout rate and his ability to suppress hard contact make him the perfect weapon against the heavy hitters in the Bronx and Camden Yards. When John Schneider finally gets to write Yesavage's name on the lineup card at the Rogers Center, it completely shifts the pressure off the bullpen. A healthy Yesavage is a guy who can give you 6 or 7 dominant innings, allowing Schneider to rest his high-leverage relievers and optimize his bullpen matchups. It creates a domino effect of efficiency throughout the entire pitching staff. Every Jays fan knows the window for a title is wide open right now. We tasted the ultimate stage last October, and the core of this team is in its absolute prime. But to get back to the World Series, you need a rotation that can withstand the grueling marathon of a 162-game season. The injuries to Berríos and Bieber are significant hurdles, but they are not death sentences, provided the depth chart holds up. This is why all eyes in the organization are glued to the radar gun in Dunedin today. We are not just looking for zeros on the scoreboard. We are looking for the life on his fastball. We are looking for the sharp, late bite on his slider. We are looking for the confident body language of a pitcher who trusts his shoulder completely. Once he clears this hurdle, the countdown to his return to Toronto officially begins. The transition from Dunedin to the Buffalo Bisons will be swift, and if he dominates Triple-A hitters the way we expect him to, his minor league rehab assignment will be nothing more than a brief tune-up. The front office has played this perfectly so far. They did not panic when the shoulder impingement flared up in the spring. They utilized the injured list, trusted their medical staff, and allowed the inflammation to subside. Now, as we navigate the early weeks of April, the cavalry is preparing to charge. As we monitor the waiver wire DFA announcements and the constant shuffling of the 40-man roster, the imminent return of Trey Yesavage is the ultimate internal upgrade. It is a testament to the drafting and development infrastructure that Ross Atkins has built, and it is the exact type of reinforcement this team needs to assert dominance in the division. We will be tracking his pitch counts, his velocity readings, and his post-game recovery reports out of Dunedin and eventually Buffalo. The AL East is a war of attrition, and the Toronto Blue Jays are about to get one of their heaviest artillery pieces back on the battlefield. If you want to stay ahead of every rumor, transaction, injury update, and deep dive analytical breakdown regarding your Toronto Blue Jays, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update from the Blue Jays report. Let me know in the comments below. How many starts do you think Yesavage needs in Buffalo before he is ready for the Rogers Center mound? Drop your thoughts down below. Go Jays!